concern about the data collection and all those things. When we came to PG, then only I came to know, in the statistics only I came to know that the data collection methods and all those things. Now in the NCERT syllabus, it starts from the PUC second year itself, data collection methods of the data collection and all those things. Now I am going to present with the practical example with the data collection, how we face the problems in the data collection field and all those things. Because we people are, you also completed a PhD, somebody is completed PhD, somebody is doing the PhD. So it is just there are two types of data, you know that, qualitative data and quantitative data. No? Qualitative data, everyone knows that is anthropology students, so history, sociology, they are using qualitative data more. And quantitative economics students, economics field, statistics, they are using quantitative data. In the research field, we should know both the data, how we can collect it for project. Somebody is within the project we are using qualitative as well as quantitative project data only. There are two types of data, secondary data and primary data. Secondary data, you know that is within the secondary also we are collecting qualitative as well as quantitative data. Secondary data almost all you are using from the census, NSSO data, different rounds of the NSSO and RBI. Even you can get plenty of data from the RBI, finance related, everything in the RBI. NFHS, different rounds of the NFHS data also it's available in the website or EPWF, foundation. EPW you know that is journal, but foundation they are also maintaining the data, setting the data, and hospital data or even panchayat related data also all comes under the second data. Even some government department data, RDPR department, planning department, all data it comes under the second data. And primary data we only collecting, researcher only going to collect directly collected by the researcher. Survey, focus group discussion and case studies, and also this question through the questionnaire only we are collecting. These are the broad category of the data collection methods, primary as well as secondary. Secondary information document through only we are collecting, and especially government publication, already I told that government publication, earlier research, suppose somebody has done the research, we are collecting data from them also. For example, we are doing one research for the IWS, intermediate water supply systems. We have around more than 12 authors for that. Different type of universities like University of Mimi and University of African countries, some universities. These all contain. We are collecting the information where it is what happened about the water supply systems. And these are our earlier research only. We are taking the data and we are analyzing and we are publishing. That is earlier. Census data already I told, and personal records. Sometimes we are going to collect the personal information from the personal means directly some information from the personal data. Suppose for example student history and doctor history and all those things we are collecting the data. Even this primary sources, you know that observation methods. Mainly sometimes we are using observation method. Sometimes field investigator or researcher, he will go and visit, so he observed. So, for example, in our earlier studies in RDPR, we visited to Yadgiri districts. What happened? There is some toilet construction going on, and also they constructed the toilets. When he saw that there is no connection with the pit, toilet is there, toilet availability is there. People are thinking that they have 100% toilet covered, but utilization you have to go and observe it. And even connectivities. There is no pit connection between the toilet and the pit. There is not using. They are not using. They are going for the ODF. Those are we have to observe and we have to mention in the report. Like that, non-participant. Sometimes researcher cannot go and observe it, all the situation. Sometimes even data collector, he may say that is, okay, this is the happening here. Or sometimes you are collecting the information from the newspaper. It is happening in there. You can also mention in the report. These are the happening in the some areas like that. And interviewing directly, we are going through some questionnaires or checklist. We are interviewing. Sometimes unstructured newspaper reporter, they will ask some questions in front of CM. Sometimes they will go with the preparations. Sometimes they will ask another question also. It is not unstructured. Directly they will ask. Suppose they are going to ask about the budget. In between they are asking about the some cases also. Muda case, some cases there, what happened with that and others. That is unstructured question. Because they are coming for asking only budget, but they are asking also some other questions. And questionnaires. Already you can now Cobos tools and also Google form, all things with that. You can also mail to questions and they fill it and they give back to you feedback or information. And collective. Directly you go to field and you collect the information. These are the collective. These are all of know that is. This is the simple one. And data collection techniques also, you know, that is this questionnaires method. Almost all you are using questionnaires method. Sometimes we learned about the cobalt toolbox. Sometimes that we cannot use it, it's not applicable to every field. Sometimes gram panchayat information we are going to and collect it. They don't give the information in front of the camera and in front of the phone, because they are thinking that we are capturing their records and all those things, and it will be published in the newspaper, or it will be, they will get some trouble. So they don't give. What they do, they are in the paper, they can give it. Paper survey, they will fill it and give it. Otherwise, they don't give the information. Even Jilla Panchayat information you want to collect. That time also, they don't give directly data. In the toolbox or phone and other things. They can give the data with the paper survey only. And interviewing method, the interview checklist through or tape record, also you can collect the information from there. Observation, already I told that eyes and other senses, these are the tools for that. And using available information checklist against data compilation for is now modern data toolbox is there, like I told that Kobo, ODK. Earlier, when I was starting my field work, I was using that ODK. But what happened, ODK, we have to write the script for that. As a social scientist, we can't write the script. You have to take help from the engineer student or whoever knows C++, Java. Script you have to write. Now Kobo, there is no use scripting and all this thing. And Google form also. Directly we are putting questions and we are getting the answer also directly from that. And some scientific methods also you are using. Last time we have done one survey for the World Bank. So it is on water supply in the different cities like Belgavi, Kalburgi and Dharwad, Hubli Dharwad also. What they are doing based on earlier data, they are fixing GPS point for us. We have to go particular that house and collect the information. Otherwise, we cannot collect the information. We have to go through the map. They are fixing that. We have to go, and that house only we have to contact with them and collect the information from them. This type of scientific methods also they are using. We don't know that type of scientific because we are not getting proper data. There is also problems. When you go to that, they collect, somebody collected the information earlier, no? They also done the wrong. They collected what happened. We visited some areas. They showed that this is the household. But when we went there, that is an open field. Or some schools are there. It is not house actually. Some hospitals are there. And also it is completely locked household since last 10 years. That type of situation also we face. Though it is a scientific method, but data should be proper, data should be there. Otherwise, we are mismatched. These are the principle of the data collection. Then understanding and knowing what type of data we require. This is very important. We are doing the research, but we are whatever object is there, just we are putting in the, sometimes we are putting in the chat GPT or someone. Last time what happened, no, I told to my research associate, you collect some data questionnaires, you just do the questions on this decentralized planning. What she has done, she put in Google, chat GPT, that is decentralized governance. It is decentralized planning is different, decentralized governance is different. She put it in decentralized governance, it is given all questions, more than 30 questions it gave. And what I saw that it is not relevant about our studies. It is a decentralized governance, decentralized planning we are doing. Then I told her, don't put anything to Cobos. Whatever idea you are getting, you just put it and you make the framework the questions. There is no use also sometimes. Like that, people are also thinking, even so many PhD scholars coming and they are asking about this. This is my topic. Sometimes it's not relevant. Even socio-economic surveys, we are collecting a lot of information about the socio-economic surveys, but we are not using it at all. Sometimes only we are using it. Most of them, most of time, we are not using it. Only few data only, education background, irrigation related information, some information only we are using. But we are asking so many questions about the socio-economic information. We are leaving about objectives. Our objectives, if you have only 4 objectives, you are not touching about objectives, only collecting information about the socio-economic condition. This we should understand. And research ethical committee, you should take the information or permission from in the research ethical committee. I don't know in the university it is there or not.
Is there, sir?
Yeah, in our institute it is there. You have to take permission from them. Why it is necessary? Suppose some information, especially on HIV, what question you are asking, they should also know that. Otherwise, it's very headache for them also. How given permission, how you given the permission, and other things they will ask. Why you are given the permission? Because investigator or researcher, they will ask so many questions in the field. If it is okay, it can ask some questions you cannot ask. That's what even foreign researchers, what they will do, don't know, can't say, that option will be there. But in India, we are yes or no only option will be there. In the questionnaire, we put only yes or no. You have to give or no. That's it. Otherwise, what they will do, they will put, mention don't know, can't say, don't have time. Even before going to introduce, you are going to introduce them, and also if they have time only, we have to continue with them. Otherwise, okay, I don't have time. You come next day means you have to go next day only. These are, and also collect only relevant data. Whichever relevant data we have to collect. Otherwise, simply they are asking so many questions. And then determine methods. Data collection, which method you have to collect the data, and where, who and how, when to collect the data. Actually, suppose you are working on HIV information or Devdasi, you have to go and collect them only. Otherwise, if you are collecting information from the Gram Panchayat members, you have to collect from them only. Otherwise, simply they are asking to how their husband or somebody, they are giving different type of answers. And we want to collect on the empowerment of the women empowerment or something. You have to collect from them only information and assess of the situation, prepare further strategies. Now, where sometimes we don't know where is he. We are going to collect the information. That's it. Sometimes he is in the shops. He cannot give the information properly. Even though you are pushing them, sir, give me information within 5 minutes, I will fill it and go. It is not right way. You have to go his house and collect the information when he is free. Then only we collect the information. These are the main principle of the data collection. This is the research ethical committee. Suppose last time about the COVID project, we have taken on project from the University of Massachusetts. They told that you have to pass this exam, then only we will be able to give the project to you. Then what I do, I don't know about these subjects and all those things. Then they only send the information. Okay, these are typed. This is their schedule is there. You have to pass each one by one subject. Total 12 subjects are there. I have to read it and pass it. Then only they give the permission for the project. Otherwise they don't. Around 12 subjects is there, and also you have to pass it at least score like 45 marks.
So what was subjects sir actually?
Subject is principle of the how to collect the data and how to behave with the participant. These are the topic is there. And social aspect, when he is a busy person, can you collect the data or not? Like that only. You have to how you can take the permission, how you can introduce yourself with the participant. These are the information. For example, if you take foreign project, you have to pass this. Then also 5 years they will give 5 years validity for this certificate only. Afterwards again you have to pass. These are the content of the questionnaire cover letter, because I told that we are directly going, especially India, we are going collect the information without giving any background of the studies or introduce ourselves. Sir, I am coming from the CMDR Institute and we are doing some project on so and so. We have to introduce them. People are thinking we are from CMDR Government Institute. Suppose if we say that Government Institute, they are thinking the different way.
Yes sir.
Government is come from the government is going to give some money or package or benefit to us, like that only they are thinking. Even whatever about ration card and all this information they are hiding.
Yes sir.
Some income, some assets, they are hiding with us. If we say proper genuine reason, I am studying on this subject, I am from, actually it is not government, it is a part of the government institute. Like that only you have to introduce yourself first. At least for introduce, at least you have to take 5 minutes. You are completing entire information or questionnaire itself 5 minutes only you are completing. Some investigators they are completing entire questionnaire within the 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It is not like that. Actually, at least we have to take for one questionnaire 20 to 25 minutes. Even though it is very simple. Very simple. You have to discuss more with the participant, whoever participant, respondent, no? They will give some clues. If you speak with them as a friendly or as a person like good communicator, they will give all the information to us, relevant information to us. Otherwise, if we speak within the 5 minutes, they will also hide so many information related to our project. Then we are also analyzing different way and report will come out with a different manner. Then describe 2 or 3 lines about the main objectives of the studies. Our studies, we have to explain them about our objectives and others. These are our objectives. We are going to study on that. These are the questions we covered like that. And convey general instruction. What suppose they are not ready to give the information. You should not force them. Okay, sir, thank you. I will go to another house like that. What happened when last 10 years back, one of the team members, they went to Mangalore. Mangalore people, you know, that is very smart and very sharp also. Our investigator told that, I am very busy, you come after tomorrow like that. Sometimes they will say that I don't have time, you go to another house like that. Maybe he told to investigate like that only. Then he said that, sir, as a educated, sir, you should not say these words. You have to give the information. Otherwise, who will give the information? He said that only these words you use. Then he said that it's okay. Now I don't have time. You go to another house. After 10 minutes only, you come back. Like that. Before come back to his house, he called to police station, and police also arrived here in his house, and that police only asked why you came here. Then he said that, sir, this is the study. We came from CMDR and we are doing the work. Then why you did not inform to the police station? Before go to field, suppose Gram Panchayat level, at least you have to inform to Gram Panchayat.
Gram Panchayat.
Or any other corporation level, you just inform to corporation or municipality like that. Or else nearest police station. We are doing the studies and other things. Sometimes they will also beat. Participant also beat. Because somebody, we don't know the situation, what the situation. In another case also, we went to in Chikmagalur, also one mad person is there. He has given all questionnaire from the investigator and he filed it. Then we can't say that situation is happening. We have to tackle it. So that we have to be careful with the that you should, before that you should explain all those things. Instruction. You can give, otherwise don't give. You should give the options.
Yes,
Yeah. Then assure respond of the condition of the information provided by them. What condition he have? Okay, whether he is ready to give the information in this situation or not. You have to understand that. Otherwise, he is the. I told no that Gram Panchayat member is there, husband also is there. Husband give the information most of the time. She is ready to speak, but she cannot speak because in front of husband she won't give the information, all information.
yes, sir.
That's what. When she is free, that time only go and collect the information. She will give all the information about that. Suppose some decision making, some information she wants to give that, but in front of husband she won't give. Or so in front of father-in-law.
Yes, sir. It's possible.
In some case she won't give the information. That's what. You have to be careful with the collection of the data also. Provide contact number in case of they have questions. We have to give our contact number to them. If you have any doubts or if you have any doubts on these questionnaires or anything you want to ask, you just call to us. We will definitely help you like that. They will give, apart from our study, they will give, you have to give some other help also. They are expecting some other help from us. So you have to help two of them. If you possible, you have to help them also, participate.
But whenever we go for a field, it's too difficult to receive the proper response from the respondents.
Why it is? Our only problem is our communication is there. Otherwise, they will give entire data. They are ready to sit with 1 hour also with us.
Yes, sir.
If you have a good communicator, they will give good information. If you are not good communicator, they will finish within the 10 minutes or
Yes.
you go like that. Even though they busy, they say that I have only 10 minutes. If you are a good communicator, they will ready to sit 1 hour also afterward.
Yes.
They will forget their work also sometimes. That's what I told you. You have to give full information about your studies, about your institution and other things. We are hiding because your target is completing 10 survey within 2 hours, 3 hours. That's it. We should not do that. Maybe he is a good completed PhD or completed master degree, but sometimes we are not good to communicate with the people.
Yes, sir.
Even though SLC or PUC, we have investigators, no? So many investigators, more than 100 investigators work with us, CMDR. So they have, even though they are completed PUC or second year PUC or degree, they have good communicators. They are able to get information from any section like SC, ST, OBC, any community or any officials also. Sometimes we completed even master degree or PhD also, we cannot get the information as they done. Give return address to questionnaires and the deadline for the return. Suppose sometimes they are very busy and give the questionnaires and give the our address and they will fill it and send it sometimes. Even especially Gram Panchayat level, in this March only sometimes we are going to in March. They are very busy with the preparation of the budget, action plan, all the. They need time, at least 5 days or 10 days, maybe 15 days. They will fill it and send it. We can't force them within the day. We have to fill it and send it because they are also officers. Okay, and they will also say that sometimes Jilla Panchayat, we have done work recently for the State Finance Commission. Even though they have sent the letter to them also, they don't listen. We don't have time today, and we have VC now, and we have another meeting. We cannot give 3 days. This questionnaire, we can give the address and we will send it back. Maybe they'll take one week like that, or 10 days, 15 days. We have to follow them. How to collect good and error-free data? First, I already informed you. Understand the purpose of the data collection. We should understand what purpose we are collecting the data, and based on that only we have to prepare the questionnaires or checklist, whatever information you want to ask. Only understand data collection. Identify the key variables needed. You have to find out which are the indicators or variables we have to select for the studies. Otherwise, no, simply we are asking and we are not using that data for the further. And determine the target and audience. Who is our audience and who is our main respondent. Only you have to go and collect the information from them. And choose right data collection methods. Which data collection method you have to use. Then only you, and design structured data collection tools. And keep questions clear and concise and relevant. Whatever questions you are asking, it has to, section by section, it has to relevant and continue flow will be there. Otherwise, sometimes we are asking this question, again come to some other field and again come back to this. They are also confusing. Respondent also confusing for that. And train data collector properly. You have to at least 2 days training should be conducted for the collector data collection people. Otherwise, we just telling one within hours with this. They are also making some questions also, irrelevant questions also they will ask. Our question is different. They are asking in the irrelevant question to the respond. We will get irrelevant data to us also sometimes. This should be there. And use digital tool for the consistency. Even COBOK tool collection. If possible, use digital tools only. Otherwise, no, you can get answer what they are asking and what the respondent answer. You can get it in the COBO, the audience, audio records, video records, like that. And cross-check with the existing records. Suppose household gives them many information, and also what happened, recently we have done a survey in the Narayana Bilva cities about the 24% water supply. And we came to know that more than 70 people received the BPL card, ration card. Because in the cities, getting 70% BPL cards is a horrible situation. All are employees, all are going to government employee or as well as some social service only there, social sector over there. But we cross-check with their data also. In second data also we cross-check. There is also same situation there. More than 68% we receive. Then we have to cross-check second data as well as primary data. Then only we will come to know true pictures only. Then perform pilot testing before the full scale of the collection. First you have to check the pilot survey and how it is works, our questionnaires and checklist and other things. Then only you go to the full scale of the collection. Regularity clean and validate and edit the data. You have to frequently check the data. Once first day data you have to check, at least second day data. At least 5 days, if you check continually 5 days, then only you come to know how data is coming and what type of data is coming for us, whether it is usable for the research work and all. Otherwise you can change it later also.
That means after we connecting, we will check it, sir.
Yeah, at least 4 or 5 days you have to check what type of data we are using and other things. They are sending the data for daily, but at least 2-3 days we have to check. One person, how many minutes he is taking, and what type of quality, all questions whether he is asking or not. In COBO you can see, no, then even World Bank survey, what they have done, section wise is there.
Yes, sir.
One section to another section, how much time they have taken? 5 minutes. Suppose if it is 5 minutes enough, then 5 minutes okay. If it is they completed within the 2 minutes or 1 minute, then they mentioned it is doubtful. And second section to third section, again 10 minutes questions. Okay, we have to complete within the 10 minutes. Okay, then if he completed within 1 minute or 2 minutes, then it is a doubtful.
So how they are going to identify? Sir?
They are fixing the time. Each section they are fixing the time.
I was looking for the World Bank project.
Uh.
Suppose you go for the first section, you are looking for 5 minutes. Second section, you will go for 6 minutes. How they will be going to supervise that particular point? Sir?
This is Kobo with a central data.
Only because
They
of
are
Kobo.
looking every time.
Only because of Kobo. Okay.
Kobo.
Not for the face-to-face
No,
interaction.
okay. They are mentioning, they are fixing the time. One section to the second. All together, at least he has to take 30 minutes for that particular survey. If he completed within 5 minutes, then resurvey they mention.
Yes.
You have to do resurvey like that. Data cleaning method. Then we are collecting the data. Later we came to know that some missing value will be there.
Yes, sir.
In that case, you have to handle the missing value also. And outlier detection. Sometimes we know that is outlier. Exactly data is not by typical error. Some typical error. Suppose income is exact income is his income maybe 1 lakh. Sometimes investigator put 2, 3 zero extra. That means crore together data will come. Average income is 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Then if it is more than 1 crore, it is outlier. Then you have to remove that data or you have to cross check with them. Otherwise, wherever is possible, you take the contact numbers. Why it is contact number is important? When we have collect the information about the household water consumption data. Sometimes it is mentioning only in the bill itself 8 KL. 8 KL means 8,000 kiloliters. Investigator has written 8,000 sometimes.
That means one
Sometimes
house they are
only
using
8.
for 8,000.
Huh?
One house using for 8,000 liter.
Liters.
Okay.
Kiloliters.
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 Mhm.
But investigator only write 8 only. We don't know that is what happened, this is KL or liter or we don't know exactly. Then sometimes they will write 800. Sometimes they will write 600, 250, 350 or 150. We don't know exactly what they have written and all those things. Then you have to cross check with them. What is that 250? 8 is there. 8 means we can understand that is maybe it is 8,000 kiloliters. 250 means it is more than 2,500 kiloliters. Not that is 25,000 kiloliters. It is a huge difference. Then you have to cross check with those data. And correcting typo and spelling error. Sometimes they are doing some spelling error also. Even paper survey can do it. But in the Kobo itself, they are doing a spell error and all things. Sometimes handling the categorical data also inconsistent will be there. You have to manage it. Suppose income criteria, it is less than 1 lakh. Sometimes more than 1 lakh to 2 lakh, 2 lakh to 5 lakh, 5 lakh to more than 10 lakh, like that. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, more than 10 lakh like that. Suppose your income category is approximate. If it is less than 50,000, you have to code like that also. Categories you have to change it, like less than 50,000 like that. And cross-checking data with the external sources.
So somebody will take, sir, between 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000. When either the specific the consistency should be maintained, sir, for income level. For looking for categorical, suppose less than 1,000 will be there. Second category 1,000 to 10,000 or 1,000 to 5,000 we will mention for easy understanding.
No, it is depending on your data, availability of data. Sometimes wage worker, you are working on wage worker also. Their income is very less. You are working on a salaried employee and all that. Their wages is high. Like that only you have to write category. This is one is RDPR project we have done recently. What type of data we collect? This is duration and performance index for the Panchayat Raj institution. Panchayat Raj institution not only Gram Panchayat, it is a Jila Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat as well as Gram Panchayat. Three categories there. In Jila Panchayat, wherever you are collecting information, different information you are collecting in the Jila Panchayat. And Taluk Panchayat also you are collecting different information for Taluk Panchayat. We are preparing questions based on the whatever our service is getting from the Taluk Panchayat. Whatever service getting from the Jila Panchayat, we are make the questionnaires from there. And Gram Panchayat, whatever service we are getting from the Gram Panchayat, based on that we are preparing questionnaires. What we have done, this is the study which we submitted to RDPR. Used 10 dimensions for this. These are our project objectives only. Infrastructure and to understand the infrastructure and amenities in the Panchayat level, and functions and functions of the situation and finance of Panchayats in Karnataka, and decentralized planning process in the Karnataka, governance and people participation. These all are somebody doing one project for this, one project for this. This is it. Like that. These are 10 dimensions are there. You can do 10 research projects for this. Including all this information, we have done one project. Like accountability, transparency and capacity building, and gender and participation in the governance, and standard of living and quality of the life, and devolution and performance needed. This is all information.
So where it's our primary data is comes actually?
Where? All we have collected primary information. Though it is secondary Gram Panchayat, we went there and sit with them and we collect the information. And also we have done some household survey as well as focus group discussion. And I will show that question is how it is. Same criteria dimension, you used Gram Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, different type of Jila Panchayat, different type of questionnaire for that. Jila Panchayat question is like this. Whatever information collect, capacity building program, Jila Panchayat members and everything, like this. Accountability transformation. These are all relevant to Jila Panchayat questionnaire. And more than 56 pages questionnaire you have prepared for the Jila Panchayat only. Whether we can fill it in Kobo or not? Is it possible?
Not possible. Not possible.
All our income data also is there. Is the income category and Panchayat income, revenue, transparency. This you have to collect through the survey only, this paper survey only. Otherwise they don't give the information also. These all are information you have to collect through. You can frame the question in the Kobo, but you have to collect from them and you have to fill it in the Kobo later.
Yes.
It is a double work.
Sir, yes, double work, sir.
Double work. Instead of that, you can entry in the directly in the Excel sheet and you can analyze in the SPSS later. This again same type of question. If you use it for Taluk Panchayat also, it is also more than 50-page question. Whatever service given by the Taluk Panchayat, whatever document is available in the Taluk Panchayat, we use more than 50 pages for this Taluk Panchayat. 47 pages are there. These are you cannot enter in the Kobo toolbox because it is headache also for you. This is the Gram Panchayat question. Whatever service available in the Gram Panchayat and whatever function in the Gram Panchayat, finances of the Gram Panchayat, all information is there. Around 107 pages are there. It took for two investigators 1 week. 5 days he has to both they sit in the panchayat then they taken the information. Even though some information it is not available in the panchayat level. For example, school information, it is not available in the panchayat. They have to collect from the each school and they have to fill it here. And for example, sometimes.
So this will be used for 5-point scale, sir.
Huh?
5-point scale.
Yeah.
In tops or top. No, trade metrics, multiplication. Okay.
No. These are the some work the Gram Panchayat is doing for the public. Under the MG Narayana.
Oh, MG Narayana.
Finance resources. All the schemes are there. How many funds allocated and how many funds released and actual expenditure we are. But even though we collected this information exactly from Gram Panchayat, we did not get proper data.
Yes, sir.
100%. When you compare with the second data in the wherever it's available in the RDPR department, it's not matching with this data.
Primary data, sir.
Primary data. Even though we collected from the Gram Panchayat itself. That Gram Panchayat, the PDO sat with us and he put a seal and signature for this questionnaire. Even though we could not able to get 100% accurate data for this. In such situation, what we have to do? We have to cross check with the RDPR data. Wherever it is relevant, you have to take it from them as second data. Because recently we have done work for the State Finance Commission. Their tax collection itself, they have given wrong data with us. And they have, State Finance Commission second data they have with them, all Gram Panchayat data with them only. What we are just we call to PDO, this is the situation, you have given data with us, this is the figures, and if you match with the second data wherever available in the RDPR, it is entirely different. Then you have to write a note for that. Why it is a different? Even though it is a one component or one data, but you have to write a, you have to cross check, you have to put note for that. Even each data, why it is happening. And when you ask to them, that PDO told that, sir, this is not enter in the one software is there, that is a K2 software, not K2 software, some software it is called.
Gram Panchayat.
Gram Panchayat only. That data, that tax collection, that one machine, POS machine is there. It is not enter in the POS machine. He told that. It is there. Those data is there in the manual. It is not enter in the POS machine. Those message we have to enter in the report also. Otherwise, we are giving wrong picture to State Finance Commission. The State Finance Commission, they are cross-checking with each data, even second data, what happened like that. But we have to give at least note for that.
Note for that. Okay. Then it is a
why it happened like that. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
These are the information around 107 pages. Different type of capacity building program for elected representative, capacity building program officials. All information we collected. RTO information, all information around 107 pages. Based on that, we prepared this reports. Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, Gram Panchayat. This report is 300 pages, 392 pages report. All information. This like around 10 PhD theses or 10 research reports. All together we combined and we submitted report to RDPR. It's Bible for them only now. Yes. They are showing CMDR report like this only. It is good model for even RDPR also. and they showed to Kerala also. We have done this duration performance index for PRS. First time in the entire countries, it's implemented in RDPR in the Karnataka.
Very nice.
First time duration performance thing, it is not there in the panchayat level. It is not there. Even the state level is there. Kerala recently duration performance index they have done in the state level. Karnataka is the first and Kerala is second, like that. Earlier even this so many reports are there. Kerala always in the first position and Karnataka, Maharashtra, these are in second and third. State level is there, but in the panchayat level, Jila Panchayat or Taluk Panchayat, Gram Panchayat level, it is not there in the entire country also. First time Karnataka government is introduced through the CMD only. We have done the work with the Professor Sivanna sir and Sidlin Swami Hankodimat and myself.
Oh, so last of 3 days back, sir, will become
Sivanna sir, all together work. These information also we are conducting training program for the Gram Panchayat. Wherever we conduct the survey, no? There only for them only we are conducting training for them now in the Haveri district. We selected 10 Gram Panchayat from the Haveri district. We are going and giving the presentation in front of them. This is the information you are given and this is your output. Like that only. It is a pathetic situation. Sometimes they say that we have given full data. Then we show that this is the data you have given in the 2020-21. We are based on that we are making ranking list like this.
Ranking list, okay.
We have done some rank within the 40 Gram Panchayat. This is the rank. From the ranking of it. Suppose if it is a Haveri, this Hiremaralli, Mantravadi, those people representative come to why it is our panchayat is last. They last only respondent. We are collecting information from the respondents.
Okay.
Respondent, you won't give the feedback to them. What situation you are like that only. You don't give any feedback to them, respondent. We are collecting and you are using for our report or project report or PhD thesis and other thing. But this is a pathetic situation. You have to give them feedback also. It's very difficult. Why our panchayat is come last and we have to explain to them. This is the situation, even all indicators you are not maintaining properly, data also and all those things. Even though you are given data, but sometimes Gram Sabha, they are conducting only 1 year, 2 Gram Sabha. Suppose if they conduct 1 means only 50 marks they will get. Suppose general body meeting. If they conducted every month general body meeting, they will get good score, 100. If they conduct only 5-6, they will get 50% score. Those are we have to extend them. This is another project.
But actually they are giving all those information Gram Panchayat, only taking the permission from the IL level authority, then he give that. Or as a researcher, you will receive the information from the even PDO also. As a research point of view, they gave that. Otherwise, you take the permission there.
Permission. At least you have to take permission from the Jilla Panchayat CEO first. Then only they will give the full information. Otherwise, they don't give the full information.
Yes,
Sometimes, if you go directly to PDO, he'll neglect. He'll just sir, you come tomorrow. I'll be free. Otherwise, today I have to go and check some other work or like that. Only he'll say. Or maximum he'll speak 5 minutes, 10 minutes with us very nicely and he'll go.
Yes, sir.
Like that. If you have permission from the CEO, then he will give the full information. PDO or secretary or all are they are giving full information. This is another project. This is just impact evaluation project. Why I am showing this? No. This is a instruction they are giving. Impact evaluation. You have to complete work on impact evaluation of 24-hour water supply in the Rani assistant with the Amrut under this. Instruction only they will give. based on these are some indicators they will measure. Some indicator. It is not, we don't submit any proposal. They only give the instruction. Impact study, you have to do it. Just give the, within 60 days, you have to complete this study, and like that only, within 2 months, you have to complete this study. They are giving the instruction. We cannot do, we are not submitting any proposal to this type of project, impact evaluation. We are just based on these instructions, we are writing the proposal, we are fixing the data collection, what type of data you have to collect, and like this. This is the questionnaire. Very simple questionnaire. I showed that in the Gram Panchayat study we used 107 pages questionnaires for the GPs.
Yes, sir.
This is only 20 pages questionnaire. It is very easy. Almost all people are using this type of studies. On this 20, 10 pages,
Yes,
we can easily complete easily. Even though you have to, as per their instruction, you have to take information based on their instruction and objective, some objective. Before 24,000, what happened, and what type of water access is there, water quality is there, and water pressure is there. Therefore, we have to cover those information, but it is a very simple one. Duration of the water supply and all. This is very simple report we prepared, impact evaluation. This is also, second data also you use it, and even primary data also is there. Second data you use collect from the QDFC itself, Karnataka Urban Infrastructure and Corporation is there, we collected the information. Earlier we have written like about the Amrit project and all those things, and the need of the impact studies. These are, and details of the water assets before and project before we have to collect from the secondary information only. Then details of the water supply assets before and after. Before we don't have. Now we have data. Now situation, recent situation we have the data, but before we don't know. We have to collect from them only. I'll show this before and after. This is the Narayana University map, and you can see here population before. These are secondary information only used. Water storage. We cannot get the information directly from the primary survey. These are only we collect from the secondary information. Then details of the journal of the ward demands. This 2016, 2031, these are data we collected from them only. And before after, this is our primary survey. What situation analysis we have collected. Process of the CMC water before and after. These are our information. Before and after, primary survey only used and collected. Before and after. Average pressure. These are the information we cannot collect. We collected from the secondary information. Primary information, we cannot collect this type of information. This is collected from the secondary information.
Comparative analysis.
Comparative. These are satisfaction and everything we can collect from the before and after primary survey. But some information we cannot collect primary information. In department only they will give the information. We have this water quality analysis and all those things.
So water quality analysis will be whether you at the time of the respondents they gave as whether purified water or what?
No. This is we collected the information from
Secondary data.
Second data only. But they will say that is water quality, how it is, and the satisfaction level they will say. But we can collect information and we can test. We have to test in the lab only those data. These are all certification. You can see here. Water consumer certificate, water pressure. These are all primary data only we collected. There are respondent information. Reason for storing water and primary data. OHT capacity is in the liter. These are. Public opinion. Then once we collect the data, we can analyze this data analysis. We can do it descriptive analysis, percentage or whatever you want to num frequency is. And statistical analysis already maybe you have done, that is SPS, Stata, any statistical analysis you can do, even regression, correlation and everything. Qualitative data analysis. Sometimes qualitative data analysis you can write it in the FGD form also, even case studies also, case studies. Even qualitative information also you can mention in the report, and charts and graphs also you can mention. Even moreover, whenever you go to field related data also, some photos you have to mention the report, project report or some photos relevant to this project or whatever study, and even newspaper clippings also you can mention. Suppose if it is relevant to your project or your PhD thesis, you can mention in the report also this newspaper clippings and other things. These are the related data collection and these methods, how we can collect the data. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And thank you.
Sir, our preparation of 100 pages per questionnaire. So how it is possible, sir? Because the variable setting, data, all those things, very rigorous work is going on, sir.
That's what we took around 2 years for the completion of that project. Then also more than 12 investigators complete around 3 months they worked in the field only.
It's too difficult. Too difficult to manage. Fixing the
You have to manage, that is the project work. So you have to manage. Even they had given the money sponsored.
Fixing the variable is also very difficult, sir. Because ultimately object is to fulfill, sir.
That based on their requirement you have to work, that's it.
Sir, regarding this question, if we pick any controversial topics, we are from law background. If I pick the problems of sexual workers and LGBT community, how can the research approach should be with them? Approach in interview face to face.
Actually, what we faced, even 24% water supply also, some health related issues are there. Suppose especially child health issues. One of our colleagues, she is from USA, California University. She came and he went with the other field investigator to field. She collected some information in Hubli and Dharwad. No one is given the information. It's a child relevant information, and also if you ask directly related to child issues and all, nobody is giving the information. Either if he is a good communicator and communication, if he has a good communication skills, generally they will give approaches is very important.
Very important.
She went first. She went and she thought that is that even investigator is not approachable to respondent. She went back. It is not possible to do survey in the Hubli Dharwad. She went to Mumbai. There is also, she could not work on that. She went to Bangladesh. Then later, she left India and went to Bangladesh. She studied there itself. Approaches is very important. Then afterwards, I helped to another her colleague regarding this 24 version water supply. I went with the finite study and 7 days. She had given the feedback. You can get some information from this guy and you come back to India and you go with him. And we went, same household, same Hubli Dharwad, some household we visited there. When we communicated with them that responded, they had given full information. Then later, she has done survey here only, study. Now, from 2010 onwards, we are continually working on child death issues and other issues also. All issues we are working. You are telling that sexual worker, no? We can get the information. So many people are working on KHPT under the KHPT. Karnataka Health Promoted Trust is there, no? They are getting the information. We cannot get the information. Maybe you are not good communicators. You are not good approachers to them. Somebody will approach and get it the data.
So even
But
child
we can modify the questions. If it is directly heard to them, we can modify the data. Questionnaire also we can modify. You are asking the questions, you can modify the questions and you can get the information. No, you can get the information. You go with some. You hire also some investigator who know good experience, who have good experience more than 10 years, 12 years. Because you need data only. Whether you are PhD scholar or researcher, whatever. Sometimes I cannot approach all questions with the women related issues. I cannot approach. I am sending only women investigators. They can give the good information, they can collect the good information from them. HIV related also. Suppose if you are discuss with the one HIV person, she will approach. That respondent will give you the ideas. How you can approach, how you can get the data from HIV patient and all those things. She will give the idea, hints to us. Based on that, you can ask the questions. Even also they will give the list. Whoever HIV patient is there, they will contact like a snowball sampling. Maybe sampling methods is snowball. 1 to 1 person they will contact us and they will give the feedback.
That's fine.
One person is coming, you just give the information, whatever asking like that. Then anything.
So can you train up for this? Suppose you are going to experience for the field investigator. Can you practically train up for the how to collect the data? Because we don't know. Thesis we are going to write down. The project it's too difficult. So, as an initial stage, what we have to do? Please suggest me.
Initial stage, actually we are going prepare the questionnaires, no? Then we are giving good training for the investigator, at least 3 to 4 days training for them. What is our project objectives? What is, we have to give full idea for them. Any project, like panchayat finance related, what type of schemes are there, what type of tax collection they are doing. That information you should have. Investigators should have knowledge. Otherwise, no, we are giving some questionnaires, they will fill another way of the answer, and we are submitting a report to government in another way. Due to miscommunication and data.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Tell me anything. If you don't have any questions, I will stop here. Thank you for patiently listening me, and thank you all because we have to go to another function also now today.
So last one, the watershed, that is the question is available, sir. The last 20 questions.
Is our
It is.
it is simple only. No, in fact, you can do anybody can do. Based on this, their objective, their issues only they are giving. Not this project, research project, we have to write a project objectives and all.
method we do it. For method. So how is your experience, sir, regarding the foreign projects, sir? Can you tell me? When you go for outside the country, because you do need some.
Actually, they are doing very systematically project. Any project, at least they are giving. Okay. At least they are giving 10 days training or 7 days training. We are not going only. We are going only 2 days training. We can give. Going to give only 2 days training or maximum. But they are giving only 10 days training. If you are eligible to collect the data, then only give to, you have to go to and collect the information. Otherwise, they will observe, keep on observing you only. What type of questions you are asking and all the things, how you are asking. One of my friend, I told her, they are from foreigners, USA. They understand Kannada also. They can understand. They can't speak, but they can understand how you are asking question to respondent. After 3 months of the work, she told that that person is not properly approaching to respondent. Then we removed her, one investigator. They are observing, keep on observing how you are asking the question with the respondent and all. Though they cannot speak Kannada, they can listen and they can express how these people are asking. Observation, yes. Whether you are asking properly or not,
Not
like that, they can observe.
Thank you, Narayana Bilva, for giving wonderful, resourceful lecture and practical on our book. Thank you very much. We will break for food.
Yes, sir.
ये ऑनलाइन क्लास ಇದೆ ಇವತ್ತು.
Yes.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಬರಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. 15 ಗೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
Yes.
ನಾವು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಂಬಂಧಕ್ಕೆ 15